We'll go ahead and get started with our post-race press conference here in the Media Center at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We welcome Clint Bowyer, driver of the number 15 5-Hour Energy Toyota, who finished third in today's Lennox Industrial Tools 301. Clint, talk a little bit about the race out there today.
Yeah, it was a long, hard-fought battle, for our team and our 5-Hour Energy Toyota. We were just off. From the start of the race, I was too loose in and off and too tight in the middle. And when you have that problem, that you're in for a long day, because the minute you fix one, you make the other one worse. And it's just you got what you got, so you got to make the best out of it. We're able to chase some air pressures around and fix some things up, but just fundamentally we were a little off. But good call by Brian when everybody took 2 tires to take 4. I got aggressive there and got on the inside and got past a lot of cars and kind of put us in position to put 2 tires on the next stop, keep the track position, and stay up front. So just good teamwork all around, and feels good to have a solid weekend after a couple bad weekends. It's a humbling sport. You go from a win to getting crashed out 2 weeks to back in a podium before an off weekend. Just good timing.
All right, we'll take questions for Clint. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start downstairs, then go up. We'll start right here.
Clint, Matt Wernes, WWLP.com. Here today we had a new tire that was brought here. What was your thoughts about running with this kind of tire at this kind of track?
Well, this track is hard to pass anyway, and it's because it's hard to roll the center better than the next guy and turn underneath somebody when they have, that middle line just seems to be the preferred line because of the banking. You get down on the bottom line, it's just not enough banking to complete the pass down there unless you're really, really, a lot better than them. That less stagger just makes that harder, and worse to roll the center. So ultimately, I think, the less stagger just kind of brought out less passing.
Okay, we'll take our next question from David, then go to Mark.
Yeah, Clint, the whole wild card race, I know you've been involved in trying to go for that before. It just seems like right now, this time of year, that's more exciting than ever. I mean, Kane putting himself in position. You see what he's doing now and what we're going to see kind of the rest of the next 7 races on this?
Well, certainly when I look at those wild card, guys that are running, Casey and the Hendrick organization, doesn't matter who's in the car, is capable of multiple wins. I mean, going in, if he's a guy that you're racing for a wild card spot, you better be on your game. You better be making some gambles and taking some risks, because they're just too good of an organization to outrun. Especially when they're in a situation where they're not going to points, their way in. They've got to win their way in. So, certainly, even me, I only have 1 win. And he was a guy that I kind of knew had potential to win two and take one of those wild card spots.
Okay, next question, Mark.
Mark Allman, NASCAR.com. A little bit on that same vein, but for you personally, Clint, pretty good day for you because you put some more space between you and 11th and 12th and on and on. Is it too early to worry about that right now, or is that something you guys are looking at?
It's never too early to worry about points, unfortunately. I mean, we're talking about points in Daytona. We got to have a good points day so we can get the year started off on the right foot. I mean, it's just the almighty point is so important in this sport to making that chase, because without the chase, you can win. You can win 3 races and have a great season, and have a couple engine failures or something like that, and put you out of that shot at a championship, and then find yourself that last 10 races making more points than anybody and not having a shot at it. So luckily we haven't seen that yet, but we almost saw it last year with Stewart. If he wouldn't have made the chase, he still probably would have went on and won that championship, and how big would that have been?
Okay. Any other questions from downstairs? David?
Yeah, just looking ahead a couple of weeks to Indy, that whole schedule's different this year with really nothing. What do you think of that? Is that you like that or not like that?
Well, we don't do anything till Saturday, so as long as I don't have to be there Thursday, I love it. I'll probably have to be there Thursday like always and not do anything till Saturday. But I kind of like the schedule. Usually, I don't like these night races where we come in and practice on Friday and sit around, all day. Friday night and then all day Saturday with nothing and then race Saturday. I'd rather, either do it all in one day or take 2 days, but the 3-day deal's too much.
Okay, I understand we have questions upstairs.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. For Clint, I haven't seen the points yet, but you were, I think, 26 or 30 ahead of Carl coming in here. You finished third today. I think Carl was like 17th or 18th. Obviously, it seems as if you're in the top 10 right now, you're safe. Never mind that you have a win, but do you feel as if the top 10, with I don't know how many races to go now, 7 is looking pretty set for chase consideration?
No. Not until we go to Richmond and you're in. You get to put one of them chase hats on. That's when the pressure quits. Hopefully we'll be far enough ahead. Before then you don't have to worry about it. But I've been on that bubble before going into Richmond, and it's just it's nerve-wracking times. But it is what it is. I mean, that's what makes this sport what it is. What makes that chase so important is it's a big deal. It's a big deal for everybody involved. Our organizations, our sponsors, our race teams, just everybody involved. It's very, very important.
Another question upstairs.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Clint, you asked during the course of the race to Brian Patty if you guys had brought the same setup you had at Martinsville. Even though you started out really fast, it seemed like you lost the handling pretty quick in a run. And what was the thing that he talked about? You guys were going to do what the 2 did on Saturday. You were going to take their strategy to try to get some track position back.
Well, I mean, you do what you have to do. Patty does a great job calling races. Probably the best I've ever had at calling races, and using some strategy to get yourself back in position and getting in the fight again at the end. And we was able to. We put 4 tires on when everybody put 2 on. I got pretty aggressive there on the bottom and got around a lot of cars. That enabled us the next caution to put 2 on, keep the track position, and get gone before Danny and the rest of these guys run us down. So. Just a great, team effort. That's what it takes is, just team chemistry, and I feel like we keep getting better and better at that with a young group, which, with every week.